Welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast show. Got a special guest on the show today, music producer, CEO Khacki. How you doing?
Doing good, bro. How about you, man?
Hey, doing all right, man. Just taking it day by day, man.
That's right, bro. I appreciate you having me for sure.
Oh, no problem, man. Appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. Before we start off, we're gonna play one of his songs and then we'll get into his whole story.
All right.
Southside, what's up? What's up? It don't take nothing. It's overdue. Nothing changes if nothing
My
changes.
nigga two for the goat, these other niggas basic.
You got one. A conglomerate of different movements with the same target. Ain't that something? You gotta respect them. Respect my conglomerate. Yeah.
Never had it easy. I was taking risks. I was taking chances just to put some ice up on my wrist. Shawty think I'm dope, like I cook that shit up with my wrist. I got bigger plans, and the devil trying to stop me. Shit, I want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. Niggas smoking mirrors, no kaleidoscope. Being from the hood, all we had was hope. Having rap feel good, never going broke.
Young, black, and dominant, don't respect my conglomerate. Squad deep on some Obama shit. We all about them commas, bitch. Water on me just like a faucet, Fiji and Boston. 14 niggas deep on this track and we all the boss. Hey, I really go and get the racks. Top off, no cap, gonna put Southside on the map. From John Bird on that. Hey, I'm my favorite like the Texas. Walked out the jungle, no scratches. I'm from Clayton County with a block on fire like matches. It's Jurassic. It's the struggle child. Talk about my struggle proud. Persevered and made it out. Guess I'm just my mother child. Thought they had me figured out. They thought that I was versatile. Gave them flavor, switched it up, and came back with another style. I turned the shit to the max, no looking back. I don't have time to relax. I ain't got no time to hang. I've been detained. I done got stuck in my bag. They wanna give me a fist. Fuck my whole sister. I'ma go big, little nigga. Keep telling me that a ball gotta go through a loss. I already did, little nigga. Raw jeans, designer shoes, I'm kicking big flavor. A big player till I switched it up from a left. Them campaign boy back to back and farm, we race for paper. And we ain't chasing out the pussy, we chase the paper. I don't want me or the hubby, I just wanna fuck her, but I'ma put on the rub. I don't need a back.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's anger right there.
Boys are, bro. Jesus,
Bars, man.
bro. It is a melting pot. Southside is a melting pot, bro. These guys, man, like it's the melting pot. You'll never see any county in the world, bro, like have lyricism, swag, clout, bro. Like these guys, it's something different about the South Side, man. It really is, bro. Something different, bro. For real, something different, man. It really is, man. These guys study. These guys study the game, man, for sure. These guys are students, man, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, man. So, first off, tell the people where you from and how old are you?
Oh yeah, 38 years old, man. CEO Khacki. They call me the Clayco Barry Gordy. Man, I'm from Clayton County, Morrow, Rex Road, Backwood, Maddox Road, Southside, man. That's what I represent. 231, man. Definitely.
That's what's up, man. So, when you think of your hometown, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I'm gonna say it again, bro. The dopest artist the world has ever seen, man. Let me turn this off. I'm sorry. The dopest artist the world has ever seen, bro. Like, that's what I think of, man. Like, literally, it's so much talent down here, man. And my goal, bro, my only goal is to unite them, man. Sure.
That's what's up. So, for anybody that never been to your hometown, just kind of explain, some of the obstacles and circumstances you had to go through growing up as a kid, transitioning into a teenager as a young African American male living in that city.
Right, right. Okay, so when I grew up, man, it was black, white, Chinese, Asian. Bro, that was our neighborhood, Backwood. Everybody know the Backwood, behind Church's Chicken, off of Maddox Road. Everybody knows where we from, man. But it was different when I grew up. Man, I'm 38 years old, bro. I had a melting pot of just different individuals, man. Like, but as time grew, bro, it changed, man, and it predominantly black. But man, the city, man, it's if I had to sum it up, man, I would just say a lot of hungry individuals that lower class, lower middle class that know what it takes to get out. That's what I sum it up to, man. Sure.
Okay. So did you have a two-parent household, any siblings?
I did up until 8. I have a big, as like I said, conglomerate of a family, man. We are steps, halves. I have three older, three younger. I'm the middle child, man. I got two older sisters, one older brother, two younger brothers, one younger sister. So, but between halves and steps,
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
So what's some of the activities you was into as a kid? Did you play any sports, anything like that?
Definitely, man. Basketball since third grade, recreation, third grade up until seventh grade. Played on Morrow Middle School, seventh to eighth grade, and then ninth grade basketball as well.
Okay.
Definitely.
So as far as your circle, close friends, family members, did you have anybody that you knew that was involved in the music business, or were you the first person to go down that route?
Well, my mom, Little Richard is my, third or fourth cousin, I believe. But we come from that, the Gordine family, Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, man. Like we come from that, man. But just that along that lines, man. Besides that, not really, not really.
Okay. So what would you say really led you to doing music?
Oh man, I father's a pastor, man. I grew up in the church. I've been playing the drums in the church since I was 5 years old, man. Playing the drums, man. I was self-taught, been playing up until I went into the military. Yep. So from about 5 to about 20, been playing the drums, man.
Okay. How long you was in the military?
Right under 5 years, man. Coast Guard.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I was in for 8 years.
That's right, definitely. That's right, man. You was Army, correct?
Yes.
Dope, bro. That's what's up, man. Appreciate your service, bro, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Already know. You went in about the same time I did, right? About 2021.
no, I went in 2012. I got out 2020.
You know what I'm saying? At the age, you was about 20, 21 years old.
No, I was 18.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you went straight from school. Okay, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I went 5 months after I graduated high school.
Gotcha. All right, man. You was in ROTC as well?
No.
Okay, so okay, for sure. All right, that's what's up. Definitely, man. All right now.
So who was some of your favorite music artists growing up? Who did you like listening to?
Growing up, man, my brother, KG Tomorrow, put me on so many artists. Bro, he is the reason why I breathe hip hop. Uh, Starting with Jay-Z, of course. Jay-Z, Nas, of course, us growing up, man, New York ran the hip hop scene, man. But just from everybody, man, I was well versed, man, like Ice Cube, from Ice Cube to everybody in Houston, everybody in Texas, everybody coming out of Florida, bro. Like I just was very well versed and still am to this day, man. But Jay-Z tops the list on everything, on everything. Growing up and now is Drake. Is Drake. Undeniable talent. Undeniable.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Them two dope artists right there.
Yeah, definitely.
So take me back to the time when you went to a recording studio for the first time. Was it just describe how that experience was, and was it kind of a rough patch for you at first, or was it easy for you to catch on?
Are you saying like
Go on to
everybody right, a professional recording studio?
yeah.
Gotcha. I would say that was patchwork and yeah, I want to say that was patchwork, professional wise. But prior to that, everybody has home studios. Everybody gutted out their mom's basement, things like that. But professional wise, patchwork, I can never forget, man. It was, you felt like just seeing the plaques on the wall, man. You felt like, man, and to know it's in your hometown, you're like, okay, this is obtainable, bro. It changed my life, man. It really did, man. Just seeing, like, wait a minute, these artists live here in the city. This is ridiculous, man. Like it could be done, but patchwork for sure.
Okay. So as far as like you playing around with the beats and things like that, did it take a while for you to master it, or was you like a natural? How did that go about?
Definitely, man. A Yamaha DJX, man. I can never forget. I was 14 years old. My brother bought it. He might as well bought it for me because he bought it for himself to produce, man. But when he got it, I took over it. Yamaha DJX, man. I was the kid in school who brought the keyboard to school. My teachers allowed me. Anyone in school could vouch for me. That's what I did. I plug, all in the hallway. You could plug up right there in the hallway. That's what I did, man. But just making beats, bro. I got to where I was making 2 to 3 beats. I'm sorry, I just got to shower. Got about 2 to 3 beats a day, man. That was my goal, 2 to 3. You know, and of course most of them were unfinished, but that was my goal, man. And that started the thing as far as for the local hip hop, local talent, just making beats, man, just like that.
Okay. So when would you say, what point would you say you had the confidence to know that you could pursue this seriously?
I would say in school. I went to the American Intercontinental University prior to going to the military. That's what I was doing from 18 to 20 for music production. When I just seeing my skill set, my skill level towards my, my counterparts, like just seeing it then, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I really can do this for sure. But I then for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as your situation right now, are you signed to anyone or are you independent?
Yeah, independent, and working out some things right now regarding distribution. So it's coming, man. It's been a long time coming, but it's coming for sure, man. But I would sign to a label. I definitely would sign to a label. The goal is to reach the masses. It's not to be dormant. You understand? You know what I'm saying? So it's not to be dormant. And if I always say, man, if you're motivated by money, man, you're gonna have a long career. You know what I mean? So, but the goal is to reach the masses, man, and know what the machine does behind you. I've seen it, from people I know personally. I know what the machine does. So, but definitely, definitely.
Okay. So you said when you first started out, you was doing like 2, 3 beats a day. So how's your process now? Like just take me through your process now as far as like how
Currently,
often you go to the studio and how many beats that on average do you do?
right. Okay. So right now, currently, it's about the same, about 2 to 3 beats. And also with that, man, I consider myself a real producer. I do not limit myself to my own talent. I don't. Bro, I listen to 100 to 200 beats a day. Whether it's BeatStar, YouTube, I listen to. That's all I do. All I do is listen to other music, creative things that's not up there. I get them through email, but that's what I do, man. But the creativity, man, like linking different producers together, things like that, man. That's what I'm about, man, for sure. Because it's about the sound. It's all about the sound, and of course, the engineer, which doesn't get the credit, it's about their fine tuning of that production.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
So take me back to the time where, all right, you taking it serious, people know that you're making beats in the city, things like that. When people was able to hear your beats for the first time and you start making noise, you start getting some traction and people start knowing like, hey, he's a good producer. Like, take me back to that time, how the city was embracing you and just, or whether it be local artists or artists out of state reaching out, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Definitely, man. In my early 20s, when I got back from the military, bro, I was gonna go. We was in showcase after open mic after everything. And of course, I ran me and Michael Montana, we ran the club scene. We was everywhere, like just meeting with different artists, different producers, man. We was really outside. I'm talking about really outside, 5 to 6 days a week. We was doing something. But just as a producer, man, like I can never forget we get money over here. What is you doing, man? Made it to the radio, made it to the club, local clubs, like things like that, Ritz, things like that, man. But it's a wonderful feeling, man, of just hearing your music being played. It's a wonderful feeling, man. Just hearing your music being played, your production being played, rather, your production being played, and people that you're grinding with being heard on the radio, being heard in clubs, things like that, or request to perform over here. And of course, we got 4 sides of Atlanta: South Side, East Side, West Side, North Side. But to get invited to the East Side, to get invited to the North Side, to get invited to the West Side, man, to perform, and it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful for sure.
No, absolutely. So you say you do, things similar to DJ Khaled as far as, bringing a whole bunch of artists together, producing a whole bunch of records and things like that. So have you, as far as like the work that you're put out on with artists, have you put out like a whole project yet with just a whole bunch of artists on it with all your beats, or is it just like it's singles?
Right, what you're seeing me doing with speaking on the crew sessions, what you're seeing me doing is part of that mission.
Oh.
It have a lot of music in the tuck. And I'm all about presentation, bro. I do not, you put it out, it cannot return void. It has to hit, it has to stick. It's like the Ninja Turtles come out, bro. When it's time to do something, they go right back in the hole. Like that's who I am, bro. Like it's time to do something great and go right back in. I do not want to put out anything that's lackluster, 50% of what it should be, because that's you lose fans, you lose everything. And I just want to speak on this too, Eric, man. I see guys, and since I've known you, I've actually watched a lot of the interviews, man. I see guys all, this guy slumped over, looking like they don't care. And I'm like, man, okay, all right, fast forward, give me 60 months, give me 5 years. Eric won't treat you with that same respect just because you gave him that disrespect. Like these guys do not understand what it takes to go forward. They do not get it, man. Presentation is everything. Everything. Everything.
I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I was talking to someone that does a podcast. This was probably about 6 months ago.
Right.
And, I was just saying, I'm like, because I feel like I'm at the point where, I'm probably one big interview away, like from a current star, from me being solidified, even though I know my platform don't got stamped already by a couple big artists.
Right. That was dope too, real.
But the thing is, like with these up and coming artists, because I only charge people for interviews, so I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna start doing that as far as up and coming artists, as far as like somebody that ain't got no traction and then like that. But I was just like I had did an interview when I first started doing visuals, like in the beginning of 2022, and I did a dude like we set this interview up like 2 weeks ahead of time. So like. Soon as it's time for us to get on here, he's riding around in the car with his homies. And it wasn't nothing wrong with that, but I'm like, I could at least pull it over, you feel me? And then I'm like, and then it's like you hear the windows down, all the and stuff like that. So I was just, and I'm like, if you don't take yourself serious, then why would you want me to take you serious? You know what I'm saying?
No one would. And I'm a fly on the wall, bro. I'm a fan first before this music. When I see certain things like that, bro, I see posture, I see how they come on it, like the grammar. It's like you want a fan to respect you. Someone who doesn't know you, you want that person to go view you. Man, you look like you just got off of work, look like you tired, look like you mad with your baby mom. Look, bro, like people they don't understand this is entertainment. Bro, like these guys, man, it's retarded, bro, like how they present themselves, bro. But I understand, man. It's not for everybody. This, like how you're pumping out these interviews, bro, it takes work. And I know it does, bro. You're diligent, and I watch it, I see it. And I want to commend you for that because you're going to go the distance. And when you do, they're going to remember, man, I had a Eric J. the Great podcast interview early on. He's out of here now. But I'm just telling you, bro, like it's just watch, man. I'm telling you, I see everything, man. I'm like, man, I'm disappointed at how, some artists claim, this is what they want. But, whether it's their first interview, and you got artists on like Little Flip and Derez Deshawn who give you an excellent interview. But you got others, man, that just act like they just came from the Grammy stage, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro.
Yeah. Then it's like, I got people like Free Band Test. That's cool with Derez. I got One Shot Deals. That's cool with Derez. I got E Blue. He's out of here now. That's Derez homie too. So I was just like, I'm like, yo, like I got like at least 5 verified artists with blue check.
Right.
Then I gotta, because I'm all about the content. So at some point, sometimes I just go out of my way just to make sure I can do a certain amount of content for the week. But then I just go, dang, I'm like, bro, like I shouldn't have to hit you up to remind you or like, because this is something that this should be important to you too, because you like, because you ain't got a platform. A lot of these artists I interview is from here in Louisville. So like, where I'm at. So I'm just like, we ain't got nothing like that here. I'm the biggest dude here, really probably in Kentucky besides the radio station. So I'm just like, yo, like y'all gotta take this serious. And then I got people that's famous that's following my Instagram. So I'm like, yo, like freaking you never know who might see you.
Come on, who's watching? Absolutely right, man. And it's treat your first like your last, and your last like your first, man. And it's important. It's important, man. But definitely, bro, definitely.
Because I knew my podcast reached far when I posted an interview with a dude named Dr. Credit. He turned out to be a scam artist, and I got a random phone call out of the blue telling me to take the interview now.
Wow, bro.
This lady was like, this was a lady, and she said she was a powerful person in the music industry, and she said that she dates a famous producer that has like over 200 million followers or something. So I'm trying to put it together. I still don't know who this lady is. Like I got her phone and she was like, if you need anything, call me back. I don't know if it was the feds or what, but she started picking up all the stuff. She said she got scammed out of $2 billion because dude was banned. It was on Google. He was banned from doing business in California and all type of stuff, of scamming people with real estate or saying he was mentoring them and stuff like that. So I was like, it's crazy.
Wow, bro. That's crazy, bro. That is, bro. That's crazy. I'm telling you, man. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, man. I'm telling
you. Yeah, man. So as far as the music scene right now, man, describe the music scene in your city right now, and as far as the artists and things like that, the collaborations, you know what I'm saying?
That's my only goal, bro. My only goal is to collaborate. I say it all the time to all these artists. I say, man, how many do you love Rick Ross and Drake? Do you love their collaborations? You know, that happened first? Talent. That's why I bring y'all together. That's my only goal. I hear so many artists. I'm like, man, bro, you would sound dope on a track with so-and-so. I'm going to connect that dot one day. Bro, it's so many artists, bro. I've tried to, feature, rappers, bro, they have egos, man. And I consider myself egoless. I'm able to talk to every artist, man, like on a level of respect first. And just like, hey, man, I think you're dope. I think you'll sound dope with this artist, man. Like, let me let you listen to his catalog. Yeah, run it. Let's go. Simple as that. Get in the studio. It seems like they've been homeboys forever. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a relationship. That's what it's about, man. It's that collab, man. And I'm more focused on, we never got to see that Prince and Michael Jackson because of ego. You know what I'm saying? We never got to see it. And my goal, bro, is one day somehow to bring it out of every artist, man, of these beautiful collaborations, man, for the world, man. Like, so that's my only goal, bro. My only goal is to collab with artists that's in it purely for the art, man, for sure.
Okay. So if you had to pick one, what would you say is your most biggest project right now? What an artist?
Biggest project or single?
Either or, whichever one you want to do.
Single is I would say now, of course, Suffering with Derez Deshawn. Bro, this song is out of here. Bro, it's
you might have to send me that one.
I say the song is out of here. Man, we sat and talked in the studio. Me, the videographer, Katie Gray, shouts out to Katie Gray. Shouts out to Stoney, the audio engineer. We sat out and Nick Tarantino, man. We all sat in the studio for about an hour just talking about relationships. And what you get from Derez is a combination of all our relationships laid out in his vocals, bro, in his mind. Bro, it's the most beautiful song, the most, aggressively respectful song for men to women. And man, he's a beam of light, man. Like his last album, man, is bigger than him, man. And it's a reason why he named it that, bro. He is here for something bigger than what he sees, what we see, bro. This dude he's a gift. If Derez had the machine behind him and Drake would have 20 features by now. I promise you that. Like, this guy that's how talented he is. I'm telling you, man. But my goal, bro, is to work with artists, man, who are here purely for the talent and just to keep going and exploring, man. But a lot of artists do trust my process, man. I'm not here for the trappity trap, the kill your brother. I'm not here for that, bro. I'm here for real music, like real music that people are really listening to and like, man, you got me out of this. Or hey, man, I love listening to this on the way to something. But that's my only goal, man. But definitely, man. But I would say for sure, Derez, for sure. Derez. That song is, yeah. He ultimate alley oop on that one. Ultimate.
And it's the crazy thing is with lines, both our stories are that we have in common. I noticed, that I would say Shawty Low Jr. was my first big interview, but Derez Deshaun was the one that gave me the traction.
That's right. Gotcha. Definitely.
Just like in your situation, you'll probably say whenever that song comes out, that's gonna be the one, the attraction.
That's right. Absolutely. Definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, it is. Go ahead.
How did that come about?
Literally reaching out to his manager, Rocky 2 times, man.
Yeah, shout out Rocky 2 times, man. That's who I reached out to for the interview.
I told him in the DM, I said, bro, I learned a lot from you. I appreciate your diligence. I learned a lot from you, man. It's certain things, man, in this industry, man, you learn from those who have been in vastly more, situations than you, and you learn from it. And I let them know in the DM, like, bro, I appreciate you being how you were in that conversation. But it means a lot, man, when you stand on business and you stand on, this is what we're here to do. This is what we want to do. But, me and Derez, man, we actually, we come from the same town, bro. We're both Morrow babies. We're both Clayton County babies, Rex Road babies. Both graduated from the same high school. I'm I think 3 years his senior. But yeah, bro, we Michael Montana, would do it with K Camp, man. He's Morrow as well, but it's a lot of talent that comes from our side, bro. It's a lot of talent. Extreme Bling. These guys have rocked bells in Rex Road. These guys have really turned the leaf, and of course, Brick Squad, things like that, man. But yeah, it's that's where it came. It stems from that, man. And Derez doesn't extend that olive branch to everybody, you know what I mean? But he did for me, and I'm forever grateful. Grammys, baby, Grammys. Yeah,
absolutely, man. Because that's the thing I was thinking about, because when I think about the podcast and things like that, I go through my YouTube studio almost every day, man, and I just be like, bro, because
go ahead, yeah,
like I'm not a talker. Like if you met people that know me for a long time, they'll tell you like, bro, Eric stayed himself. He rarely talk. But
gotcha.
It's like everything, but all this was like prophesied through God. Like a minister I'm close to, everything he said about this podcast don't came to pass. Like 2 months before I got to the Reg Deshaun interview, he was like, "You gonna talk to the stars, and they gonna come on your podcast, and the doors gonna start to open up."
Yeah, bro.
The next 4 months, that's when the Reg, and then the crazy thing about it, when I DM Rocky 2 times,
right,
he gave me Derez, he gave me E-Blue.
Right, that's right, gotcha.
And one shot deals that was with DMX.
That's right, gotcha.
So wow. It's just crazy how life works, man.
It does, man. And these guys move off of energy as well, bro. You have great energy. Like all business ain't good business, bro. Like, so I'm just letting you know that as well, man. Like you come with respect, and it's reciprocated, man, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So as far as any other artists, man, kind of list some other artists that people might know that you work with so far, and list some people that you got on your hit list that you want to work with in the future.
Okay, gotcha. Well, everybody knows, of course, Big A Prado. He's a Southside landlord. The greatest, I would say, one of the greatest pensmith I've ever known. This guy the way he puts together words, man, it's ridiculous. He has, he's Panamanian. Me and him, man, we call each other Yo B, because we just feel like we have this. My mom's from New Jersey. He got up north roots as well. He is by far one of the most talented artists. He's written for Jennifer Lopez, for Cardi B. He's written for countless artists. I'm trying to say her name, Coily Ray. He's written for her as well. Man, that's my brother, man. He is by far one of the greatest to come out of Southside, and he's going to be mentioned among race, man. Like, but Big A, of course. And I'm just going in no particular order, man. It's so many artists, bro. And I'm not lying. I've worked with over 100 artists on the South Side, 100 artists on the South Side. And it's stemming over a 10-year period, man. And I've been in the corners of a lot of them. But I don't want to leave anybody out, bro. But I'm just going down Of course, Extreme Bling. That's my brother. Don't have any OGs on the South Side. That's my big brother. About 2 years. Extreme, man. It's this guy will. You speak to him, man. Half of it, none of it's about music, man. Certain people in the world, man, that just want to know you feel you doing good. But Extreme Bling, KG Tomorrow, my real brother. Same mother, same dad. That's my brother. We got countless music as well. KG, let's go, man. You know what time it is. But other than that, man, Katie Gotti, P Mo, Michael Montana, of course. Michael Montana, man. He blessed me with his first, on all his mixtapes. That's a lot of people don't know that. That's me on his intros. He blessed me with intros of the mixtape, man. With Nitty Beat, and I'm sitting here. It's me before you hear it's a Nitty Beat. You hear my voice or everything before you hear that. So that's a blessing, man. And he knows, man. We've rocked this all the way up to the top, man. And I'm proud of him. Just really proud of him. Michael there's no brake pedal in his life, man. He's on go. But other than that, man, currently working with Young Knox, man. There's so many artists, man. Like I'm working with. I don't want to leave anybody out. Brown Bone, man. She is the South Side. She's next up. She's next up out of the South Side, man, for sure. Of course, Certified Campaign, and so many artists I work with, man, they're just dope. These guys are the next Migos. I promise you, the next Migos. I'm telling you, bro, these guys have it all. And they gotta stay that y'all gotta keep it on there, bro. I'm telling y'all have it all. Man, besides that, man, it's just so many artists, bro. Game Boy Gotti, man, it's so many producers, it's a lot of artists I work with, bro. I do not want to exclude anyone, but my goal is I should have came prepared, to be able to list everybody, but it's so many dope talent that don't get recognized, and my goal is to work with everybody, and help them get to that mission, man. Because as I help them, I help me, man, and I'm here to deliver. I'm loyal to the music. I'm not loyal to nobody's clique, nobody's. I'm not here for that, man. I'm here to make great music. I listen to your podcast and. I watch you give the review of the music, and I hear a lot of music, man. Like I do, when I first met you, I was like, yeah, I saw you in the Reds, that was a great interview, but it's time, bro. It's just time, man. But I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm gonna just stay with that for sure.
And who do you got anybody else, anybody that you want to work with in the future that you've been trying to reach out to or set some things up with?
Drake. I'm gonna be in your DM every day, brother. Drake. That's it.
Yeah, that'd be major.
That's silly, man. Like Drake will be here for another 40 years. So Drake. But no, that's it, man. That's it. I work with so many artists, man, and Drake is the top of who I want to work with, and I know one day it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, bro. It will happen for sure.
Absolutely, man. Gotta pray and speak it into existence.
You do, bro. You do. And I actually, I tell all my friends, man. I listen to, old DJ Khaled interview, man. He was like, man, you have to be humble, man, but you gotta be confident. You know what I mean? Like, and I live by that, bro. I live by that for sure, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. So for everybody that follows you, all your fans and followers out there, trying to list some things you like doing in your spare time when you're not doing music.
Gotcha. Yeah, 5 kids, man. So imagine my lifestyle. It's busy, man. I'm up every morning, 3:45 to 4 a.m. I'm in the gym every other morning, walking on the treadmill every other morning. That's what I love to do. Try to, if you're healthy, you're wealthy. Just spending time with my kids as much as I can, but also being selfishly enough to know I got to go hard for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and just spending time with my wife, making sure we have that pack going week after week after week, just constantly falling in love week after week after week. It takes that, like family, with God, family, music. That's what I live by, man. That's the only thing I can live by. It's just those three satisfy me. Sure.
Absolutely. So, what are your short and long term goals, man? What do you want to accomplish?
Definitely. Okay. So, long term, to be mentioned with the greats, man. To be mentioned with the greats, and I believe if I constantly do it, man, and align myself with those who want to be mentioned with the greats, it's destined to happen. what goes up must come down. We look at Drake. We look at you look at all the artists who have been here, who remain. Watching the T.I. interview, he was talking about Young Thug, how he was like, man, he blessed me. If it ain't about the money, he was like, man, you really blessed me. You T.I. Don't forget you T.I. You blessed me with that track. So it's like things like that, man. You see. Sometimes you got to reach back, to go forward. A lot of artists don't do that, man. And Drake is the prime example why you can never say Drake will fall off, because he reaches back. You don't know who. It don't matter if it's on the track with Smiley. It don't matter if he on the track with. You're gonna be like, okay, now you know that track, but bro, it takes reaching back to go forward, man. And that's my goal, man, is to work with like-minded individuals who are here not for the money. I'm not here for the money, bro. But that's my only goal. But that's my short-term goal will be to really be diligent, bro. I'm in the studio 5 times a week. I'm listening to music, up to 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day. Short term is to actually in the process right now of actually buying another studio. That's another short-term project. I'm going. Besides that, man, working with a lot of artists. My Cruel Sessions, classic records. Every time we link, it's taking off. Michael Montana, Katie Gotti, T-Mo, Young Knox, and Derez Deshawn have all blessed me, man, and they have all been impactful. I am booked until April already with these sessions. It's going crazy right now. It's so many people. And that's why I say, Derez, I'm forever, ever grateful of the alley-oop he gave me, man. That put me in such a light that I don't think he knows what he did for me, man. And what he did, man, I'm forever grateful for that, man, because he didn't have to do that, but he did. And when you deliver great work, when you try to do something with integrity, people see it, man. People really see it, man. And that's So we good. Grammys, baby, Grammys. That's the goal, man. Bringing Grammys back to Clayton County, man. That's the goal. That's the goal, man, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Derez is real genuine guy, man. I used to do security for a lot of rappers, so out of all the people I've been around, like he's one of the most real celebrities I've ever been around.
Bro, he incapable of lying. He's a real man. He's a real man, bro. He really is. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So for 2020, for the rest of 2023, man, just list some things that you got coming up for the year.
Definitely, man. Just opening the studio, working with every artist that wants to work with me, answering every DM. And that's one thing I want to speak on too, bro, is just being real. Man, doing this track with Derez, bro, it's so many 13, 14, 15, 60-year-old little kids. It's like, this is my favorite artist, man. How did you, in a DM, like, how did you do that? What did you, like, hey, man, follow your dream, and also hit Rocky two-time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's so, but you see, he really, and we also, speak on the word fan, is really fanatics out here. Like Derez has fanatics, like, who really treat him like how we used to treat Pac, like, for real. Like, but yeah, it's, man, just working. This year is the year of saying no. I'm sorry, not saying no. Whenever somebody says, hey, let's do this, I'm with it. This year, I'm carpe diem. I'm seizing the day. That's my goal, man. This year is that's why I'm trying to improve my health. I put those black and miles down. I'm really trying to improve my health, because when you can do that, man, you have that energy to go. And I'm not saying no to anything this year, and that's the goal for sure.
Absolutely, man. I'll start asking all my guests. This question is kind of a legacy question. How do you want people to perceive you?
As the greatest of all time. Simple as that. As the greatest of all time. I'm being as humble as I can saying that, bro. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say, bro, bless you. Yeah, just greatest of all time, man. Someone who cares about the craft, who cares about the ins and outs of how something sounds. People, my brother, they labeled me, Barry Gordy early in my 20s, early. Like, really, I stuck, humbly and confidently, I take that, because I really take pride in the session, and take pride in a handshake, take pride in eye-to-eye contact, man. Like, that military, that, how they teach us, man. But I take pride in that, man. I just want to be respected as I respect, and just know that I'm coming. It's 2023. I'm coming. It's time. It really is, bro. Like the game's wide open, man. You know, like Jay-Z said it best, man. Industry shady. You need to be taken over. You know, like it needs to be taken over, bro. And you on the same mission, bro. And I feel it for sure, for sure.
Absolutely, man. So give me your hip hop Mount Rushmore, man. Give me your top 5 producers.
Gotcha. Top 5 producers. Whoa, that's a good one. I'm gonna start off by they don't get mentioned enough. Cool and Dre. Cool and Dre, do not put that as a whole, just one. Kanye, Pharrell. Man, you know what? That's you have to say, man, I wish I could marry, Scott Storch and Dr. Dre, but you can't. So I'm gonna say Dr. Dre, but I wish you could marry them. In fifth, because he changed the culture. He changed the culture of hip hop to more of I'm gonna say you know Metro changed the culture of hip hop. Like whether we say it or not, man, he did. And I wish I had 10 because I go to Boy Wonder, Hit Boy. Man, I wish I had 10, but those 5 for sure they changed a lot about how we, and us, man, I'm missing out a drummer boy. I'm missing out man, it's a lot of them. But yeah, bro, but those are my top 5 for sure, for sure.
Yeah, man. An honorable mention that could be in that era too with Metro was Zaytoven, man.
Zaytoven, bro. Yes, he did. He ushered in. There's no Migos without that sound. That was a sound, yeah, man, it was a sound. Gucci Mane, of course, that's what I'm saying, Brick Squad. But yeah, you're right. Zaytoven, man. He's something else with it, for sure. When Usher won a track from you, you're doing something good. Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. So final remarks, man. Anything else that you want to let the people know that you got going on or coming up, and let people know how to follow you and keep up with you on social media, things like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I just want to leave with this, man. To all the black young men, save your money, man. Save your money. I live by the 2740 rule, $27.40 a day, times 365. That's $10,000 on the dot. 2740 times 365. If you can save that in 1 year, you have 10 bands. If you can save $13.70 in 1 year per day, you'll have 5 bands, bro. Do it, add it up. It works. I've been doing it for a long time. 2740, 3720. Young men, save your money. You have the money. Don't say you don't have it. My mom taught me a long time ago, pay yourself before you pay any bill. I live by that. And it's put me in a lot of great positions, man. I just want to say that to all the young black men. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. We spend $27 a day on lunch, Black and Mild, cigarettes, drink, cigar wraps, all that, bro. We spend that every day. We got it. Just got to put some things aside, man. Just that, man. And just want to shout out my family, my wife, my kids. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday, man. February 5th, man. 18 years old, man. It's my baby. I love you, man. I love you. Just want to shout out Clayton County. Just shout out, let's work together, man. Unity, man. Psalms 133. Y'all look it up. That's what we're here for. It's what it's about. That's all I got to leave with, man.
And let people know how to keep up with you on social media.
Definitely with CEO _ KHACKI. Don't forget the C. Definitely.
And that's on all platforms?
All platforms, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. It's kind of rare that I get to do producer interviews. I think you're like my third one, I think. I ain't did many producers, so it's kind of good to get that type of insight on the other side of versus the person that's actually going in there singing the lyrics, because there's the other side to it that's just as taxing as putting the words in there. So
definitely.
But yeah, man, anytime you want to come on the show, man, you come on the show anytime, talk about real stuff too, whether that be relationships, police brutality, 50-50 relationships. Should you kick your kid out at 18 years old?
Right. Definitely.
All type of stuff, man. if you got anybody, any other artists you want to send my way, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Sure,
open to
sure.
interview everybody.
They are they already looking, bro. I sure will, man. For sure, the ones that's working, I sure will.
Oh
I
yeah.
sure will, sure, man. Definitely. I'll make sure they posture right too, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I see that. I see that kind of aggravated you a little bit,
Bro,
man.
it did. It did, bro. You take your time out, bro. Like we all got busy lives, man, and you take your time out, bro, to make it work, to shed light. And you gotta respect that, man. You gotta respect that for sure, man. And I appreciate you, man. I really do. I appreciate you.
All right, no problem, bro. Anytime you want to come on the show, man, I drop episodes every Monday at midnight.
Okay, definitely, dope, dope. I see you got those things backed up. I see you got them coming, pumping them out. I see them, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I try pre-record, so like if I get busy, I still got stuff coming out, so it make it look like I'm not doing nothing.
Gotcha, for sure, for sure. That's what's definitely, bro. I appreciate you, man.
But yeah, man, this concludes another episode of the Eric J. the Great podcast, man. Everybody go check out CEO Khacki on all platforms. Go follow him on Instagram. Real
Definitely, bro.
dope producer, man. Everybody go check out that vlog, too, he did with the Reds, man. I watched the whole thing. It was pretty dope footage right there of them in the
Definitely.
studio. And support, I don't say this over and over again. I'm going to keep beating it in y'all heads, but we have to normalize supporting the people that we can physically touch, because
Come on,
you're not gonna see Drake or Lil Baby in Kroger.
come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
You're not gonna see them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So people who physically can touch, they
So
got
true.
something going on that's doing something positive, whether that be a music artist, an author, a producer, athlete, whatever they got going on, so support those people, because, once they get big, you don't want to be that person, be like, dang, I see this dude walk down the street every day. Now
Hey,
he big. Now, if he see you, he ain't going to acknowledge you because you ain't.
absolutely. What goes up must come down, man. Absolutely, bro. That's a fact. That's true, man. Definitely. Definitely.
But yeah,
That's what's
I appreciate all my supporters. We had 3,400 subscribers on YouTube, and Spotify's booming. We're in the top 30% most followed podcasts on Spotify.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead. That's
Top
dope.
5% most shared podcast globally, hitting 6 different countries. So I appreciate everybody that's been supporting the podcast, and stay tuned for more dope content. And y'all have a good night.
Salute, man. Appreciate you, bro.